tonight. We are on Donington right now, and in qualifying, obviously Abe Santima taking that provisional pole, and alongside me I've got another commentator, Vin Falkenberg.
Hello, hello.
And hopefully this time my computer doesn't crash as soon as you start saying that.
Was some
Vin Falkenberg. Oh no. Okay, thank God. My stream started replaying in the background. Right, secondary data. Let's put on the personal bests of everybody, and we can see that Abe Santima has done a 26.5, Zach Doran with a 27.1, taking second place, ahead of Paula Lima, who's done a 27.110, so only 0.005 of a second off there. Quite a lot of pros today, not so many AMs driving at all. I think there's only 6 AMs. It seems like most of them are struggling with the new update. Actually, on the topic of the new update, Abe Santima has taken the new Porsche. So has Zach Doran, and Steve Stevenson. I don't see him on right now, but he has also taken the Porsche. So that is the top 3 of the Pro Championship taking a new car, and actually the same car. Very cool.
Yep, so there's an even faster lap by Abe now, a 1:26.417. The guy is absolutely flying, but Paul Lima is getting a bit closer there with like a 4/10 gap.
Yeah, 1:26.7. Paulo Lima really enjoying... actually, no, he hasn't changed his car. I'm thinking of Tjeerd Ploeg, who switched to the new Lamborghini. But yeah, very well done by Paulo Lima, who has set us such a good time in a Audi that has been nerfed for a long time now.
Yep. He also has the fastest Sector 1, if I see that correctly.
I don't see that on my screen. On my screen, Abe Santima has got all of the fastest sectors. He's got fastest Sector 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, then that was my mistake, but he's still very close, considering how fast Abe has been and is, so...
just for a second there, Britt Batiste, for some reason on my screen, was setting a purple time. Now, I'm not sure if this is a bug on my screen, but Britt was setting purple sectors here and there. He is improving by about 1.9 seconds, which...
That's insane.
Will that put him on provisional pole, or at least alongside Abe Santima? We'll see. He's coming towards the final couple of corners now. He's 3 seconds up. I'm not sure if my thing is counting it correctly. Well, so... Is he? Oh, Britt. Britt might have a massive glow up here. He's 3 seconds up, coming into the final corner now. If he can get the traction that he needs, yes, he does. 2.2 seconds up from 10th. He's still at 1:28.0. It was...
Thank you, Kunos.
Thank you. Exactly. Thank you, Kunos, for giving us false hope for Britt Batiste.
Yeah.
Good job. It was 3 seconds up, it said. And then he was...
Yeah, it was like... It was crazy, though. It was like 3 seconds and 1.5, then up to 3 seconds again. It was very weird. So, just a bug, unfortunately for him.
Well, I mean, I think still 10th place for him is pretty good, though he knows that he can go at least a 4 or 5 tenths quicker, which can put him up to Jake Lewis and Tjeerd Ploeg. Who else is improving right now on the grid? Gatti Balázs, he is 3rd place in the AMs right now. Currently going just a 10th quicker, which might put him up to 15th place. Still in 3rd for the AM split, but definitely going to be starting closer to Ralph Vandermeer in the race. The race stats, by the way, there might be rain, there might not be. We saw last race on Zandvoort. I think there was it Zandvoort or was it another race? There was rain. Yeah, it might have not been Zandvoort as in to have the rain, but I definitely remember there was a race that was not supposed to have rain that did have it. It was the Watkins Glen race. The Watkins Glen race had really weird rain, so we might see that happening today as well. You know it's going to be a great race when you collide in qualifying. Yeah, I heard that from Vin Falkenberg before I started the stream, or while I was setting up everything so it doesn't crash again. Yeah, there was a massive crash apparently.
Yeah,
Into
I think
turn
3
one.
cars, 2 cars, a McLaren involved, if I remember it correctly, and some more cars as well. I think a Ferrari. I don't remember it exactly though.
Yeah, really weird. Oops, that is not how I'm going to be posting that. Okay.
There's somebody who is improving in the amps. Oh no, it was a bug again.
Of course,
Incredible.
It was a bug. Incredible work by Kunos, getting us the best game ever on release, 100% of the time. Brit Battisti, though, actually might be 4/10 up. We'll hope he is 4/10 up, because he needs that time in order to get back to 10th place, so at least the top 10. And indeed, he was up, and now he's up into 5th place, ahead of Jake Lewis, but just behind Sierra Chloe. That is his personal best that he set so far. Good job to Brit Battisti. 27.4.
30 Gary Ramadan went from P11 up to P7 within, I think it was a 4/10 improvement, but he's down to P8 again as he has been outqualified. Oh no, he's back up into P7. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, back up to P7. Somebody must be leaving and rejoining, it looks like, because it goes from 22 to 21 drivers out here.
Probably some internet issues or something like that.
Yeah, something's going on, but let's hope that resolves itself before qualifying ends. Matas is up 2/10 on his lap time. This will put him up to approximately 6th place, maybe just ahead of 30 Jerry. As he's heading into the final corner. He is running the new Ferrari, as you can see. Very much different from the 488, and let's see what Matas is able to do. From 8th, he's put himself up into 6th place with 127.607.
And there is the McLaren number 4, Dries Verhulst. He seems to be 3/10 up.
Indeed.
Or 2/10 now.
Yeah,
That might be something to look at.
Coming into those final hairpins. Very easy to get them wrong, very easy to outbrake yourself, but he's done well, and now into the final corner. He goes now, taking it very tightly, it looks like, and out he goes. He's got...
Loses a bit of time, but
yeah.
He's got that P8.
P8 indeed.
And it seems like he's ending qualifying.
Yeah. Ralph needs 1/10 in order to get ahead of Ethan Reed for the pole position in the AM split, and currently he's doing so. He's 2/10 up on his time. Ethan Reed will not get another lap time in this qualifying session, as he's in the pits and he's not going to have enough time to get back out there. And Ralph, well, he's setting a flyer right now. He's 6/10 up, and let's hope that Kunos is not lying to us. 6/10 up through the 2nd sector. Into the 3rd sector he goes now. Some of the hardest corners coming up. There is that very intricate chicane, which can kill you on exit, kill you on entry, or get your lap time invalidated pretty easily. Let's see how he does it right now. It's a bit squarely through there. Lost about 2/10, but I don't think that's going to be too bad for him, as he's coming through the final hairpin now.
Takes that very calmly.
Very good job indeed. Now through the final corner, I think he's definitely going to be ahead of Ethan Reed, but where is he going to land himself in the overall qualifying standings? He lost a lot of time through that final corner, but I think it's still enough, and he's put himself up into 12th place, ahead of Noah Ackerman, Alexander Gray, and Ethan Reed, which is the most important for him right now. Good job.
That's AM pole for Vandermeer.
Indeed, and nobody else improving, I don't think. Noah Ackerman is 1/10 down. Felix Payland is not up on his time either, so I think he's going to have to settle for 17th place as it is. Noah Ackerman is going to be one of the final people to come across the line, and, well, it's not going to be an improvement unless he pulls something out the bag through the final corner.
He's gaining a bit, but I only think that's the normal corner entry gain. Yeah, he loses a bit more, and that's not gonna be an improvement. So
that is it for qualifying.
Yeah. Abe on pole, front row with Paul Lima and Zach Doran in P3, looking to chase them.
I'm not sure if they'll be able to chase him down. Abe
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, Abe Santama, ever since the new update, has just been absolutely crazy. Definitely still slower than his normal times, but he's just... there's no stopping that man. You literally cannot do anything to stop him.
His adaptability is insane.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. I think the person that also was having problems came back. I still have no clue who it is. Probably Jake Lewis, maybe... don't know. But
yeah,
indeed, and we'll be able to try out the new feature as well that I have paid for. We'll see how it works. I might absolutely suck. Right. It's going to be a pretty long waiting time before we get back onto the grid. Any predictions you have for the race?
I think Vandermeer is gonna win AM. And Abe is gonna win Pro. Like, I'm going for the safe options here.
Very safe.
But I think there's gonna be some people who are gonna make places up, especially the slower ones in qualifying, because they might have gone for a race setup. But then again, you can change setups, so doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter indeed. What about the main question? Turn 1, lap 1, or just lap 1 in general. What do you think is going to be the verdict? What are we saying?
Well, I think it's gonna be very calm in the front, because those are very controlled drivers. They know what to do. But like in general, when you go further down the grid, especially in the midfield, there's gonna be so much tussling. I think there's gonna be like at least like 3, 4, 5 cars off. The usual stuff at Donington Park in turn 1.
Alright.
So
yeah, there's actually a pretty big runoff area, though most of it is grass, which makes it feel a lot worse, since cars will be flying back onto the grid, back onto the fucking track. I mean, yeah, it'll be fun to see. Now, let's have a look if this new feature is gonna work. Oh no. Oh no, it's not. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work because I don't have it enabled.
ouch. But yeah, it's 3 minutes until
3 minutes.
the formation lap.
Yeah, so we'll just say that yeah, it's definitely working.
Hey, just want to let you know the pitch stop requirement is off.
No, okay. That's weird. That's fine.
Something in chat.
Okay, well, sucks, but it is what it is. Bye.
Oh, there it works.
Yeah, it's working, except for the fact that it's a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, now it's. Let's center this bad boy, right? And let's restart it, because otherwise, it doesn't work. Right. Scratch that. There's definitely none. Just don't pit. Yeah, don't pit today. I guess it's not only me not only Kunos that's having a problem, but also me. So. Oh, there we go. And there's the fancy, nice camera. And now we can finally do the official track walk that nobody definitely saw. Yeah. Who would have thought that?
So I guess it's gonna be green to checkered flag today without any pit stops, unless there is damage, or some people go for a refueling strategy for any reason.
Yeah. Oh, are you kidding? It worked and then it didn't. Right. Back up. Back up. We'll be doing this all stream. And there we go. ACC grid walk. Abe Santoma, he's in first place. We got Paulo Lima, as you can see, and then Zach Doran. And I need to get this off, otherwise, yep, there we go. Otherwise, it just is weird. There we go. And we got Seared Ploeg. Jake Lewis in the 119. He's in the Vgtr esports team, taking 5th place, top 5, very good. Matas in the new Ferrari. He's in 6th place. We've got Tom Bartels, number 86, also in Vgtr esports, but there is no esport livery for the 296 yet. Dries Verhulst in 8th, and this has taken a long while, so we'll probably be on the grid walk.
During the formation lap?
During the formation lap, yeah.
111, 30, Jerry. And Patrick Slowick at number 30.
Then number 11, Pachono Demano. And then the pole sitter for the AMs, Ralph Vandermeer.
There's Noah Ackerman, number 23 in the old Ferrari, it seems. Yeah, that's the old Ferrari.
That's really weird. Then we've got Alexander Gray, Wild Things Racing driver, in 14th place. Then Ethan Reed in 15th. He's P2 in the AM grid. Gatti Balash, P3, starting alongside Ethan Reed, actually. Then Felix Palin in P17. He's in a pro driver, but starting pretty low. Then Robert Bezin, P18. Anthony Camacho in P19.
Also a team driver, Vgtr team.
Exactly. Then Benjamin Badalf. And last but not least, Harry Clayton.
I used to fight with Harry Clayton when I was actively driving in the first round. He was nice to fight with.
Oh, and it looks like there might be a problem for Brent Batiste. He might... Well, his internet lost connection, so he might... Yeah, he will be starting from the pits, it seems like, though I don't see him on the server.
He's probably doing everything he can to rejoin and to somehow get the car into pits and then do it out, like you get it out there, but yeah.
It's really unfortunate when these sort of internet issues happen, especially on the start, because you're gonna have that control lock for a long time and then all of that, so yeah, it's weird. Unlucky.
I did lose a points position once in a league because of internet issues. It's really frustrating because it's like out of your control and everything, so
yeah,
it's very unfortunate.
Last time I've lost connection to a server. I actually didn't lose it fully, but I didn't see anybody near me. Everybody was just flying in the air, so I just had to somehow drive and avoid everybody without crashing. Yeah, it's definitely not the best idea.
Is the usual when you have an internet disconnect and the cars just fly over the place. Stuff that happens for some reason.
There we go, Britt Batiste in the pits. Unlucky stuff for him, but at least he'll be starting the race, which is great to see. Now they are lining side by side, lining up side by side for the start of the race. Exactly. And actually, I forgot to turn back on these things. There we go. They're all good now. It is a pretty short start here. It's a pretty short run down to the first corner. And we'll see when the flags wave green and the race begins for round 4 of season 8. And Abe Santoma getting a pretty good start, actually. He's alongside Paulo Lima, but it's a pretty slow start for everybody, it looks like, but he's able to retain P1 into that first corner. Ralph Vandermeer, looks like they've had a problem. They were, oh yeah, they were colliding with some people. I don't even see him. There he is. Oh my god, Sarah Plowick off the track. I think I saw Anthony Camacho off the track, Noah Ackerman as well. Ralph Vandermeer making up into P10. Zach Doran making contact with somebody over there as well. There's a lot of carnage going on, and I'm not sure who is where and what is who. Felix Paland.
Number 10 Mattis is up into P4, it seems. He has made up some places. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Mattis up into P4. That is very interesting indeed. Paulo Lima still staying pretty close to Abe Santoy, though I feel like that's going to change quite soon, as Abe Santoy is just going to fly away. Vgtr Ramadan closing the gap to Ralph Vandermeer, who's now up into P9. Great stuff by him, avoiding all of that action and all of that chaos at the start of the race. Alexander Gray now trying to make a pass on Vgtr Ramadan, and that didn't work out too successfully. Dries Verhulst closing the gap to Tom Bartels as well. They're fighting for the pro split position, so this is going to be pretty important for them. Also, Tom Bartels trying to close the gap to Jake Lewis. Not much happening in the background, I don't see, except Alexander Gray closing the gap to Vgtr Ramadan as well. Now Ackerman into the pits. So Sarah Plowick gets promoted up one place. So does Britt Batiste, who is pretty far behind Sarah Plowick. Harry Clayton, yellow flag, something must have happened to them, and they're tumbling down the order now.
Oh, that's very far. Yeah, so Noah Ackerman is probably repairing damage, got caught up in some incidents.
Yeah, it does seem like that. Paulo Lima not falling too back behind. He's still staying exactly pretty close to the back of Abe Santoy.
He might just wait for any moment which he can use to somehow get down his inside or like outside, anywhere around him.
Exactly. As what's happened here? It looks like Vgtr Ramadan and Ralph Vandermeer colliding. Let's have a look. I'll try and get the replay if it doesn't crash my game. There we go. Vgtr Ramadan. He's behind. And we'll see what happens. We're in his chase cam, and hopefully the replay did catch this. Vgtr Ramadan was probably trying to make a pass into the chicane. And oh! He just did not brake at all. Ralph Vandermeer getting absolutely punted by Vgtr Ramadan. It looks like there was just no focus. And now both of them having a ton of damage. They're fighting for it again into turn 1. Vgtr Ramadan now alongside through the first corner, and they're going to be alongside for a little while here. It looks like Ralph Vandermeer giving up that position for now, and he's off the track, and that is his race pretty much ruined, I feel. As now he's in 4th, he's in 5th place for the AMs as he's trying to rejoin as safe as possible.
Zach Doran has put in the fastest lap of the race in P3.
27.6 indeed. Abe Santoy, his fastest lap, or his last lap time, at 27.7. That is faster than Paulo Lima, but definitely slower than Zach Doran. And Zach Doran might now be fully adapting to the car because he's chasing down Paulo Lima. And we saw last race, these guys were fighting for the top 3 as well, except it was Paulo Lima in first place. Then it was Abe Santoy, and then Zach Doran. Well, they come back again, and this time Zach Doran and Abe Santoy using the same car. Paulo Lima still in the Audi. Haven't tried the Audi since the new update. I've only been driving the newer cars because they've been absolute beautiful to drive. But Paulo Lima will not be surrendering too quick, and Zach Doran will be enjoying every second of this because he'll be getting closer and closer as these guys defend and attack on each other. We'll just see where this ends up, as this is the closest battle on the grid so far. Ralph Vandermeer heading into the pits, probably to repair his damage.
Yep, and Abe is slowly closing up to the first car he might lap, which is Noah Ackerman, who of course had the damage he had to repair, so it might happen sooner than later.
Oh, and this might put a couple things. Well, this might really put Abe Santama under pressure because last time out in Zandvoort, another pretty tight track. When this trio was lapping cars, they were getting into absolute messes. So Abe Santama might not be too happy that there is a lapped car already so close in front of him. But hopefully he can clear it quite quickly and get on with his race.
Lima's staying in the same time window behind Abe.
And it's
Not
actually
really
set the
attacking
fastest
much,
lap
but-
as well.
Yeah, he might do it any second to try and attack somehow, force a move, but he needs to be careful. At Donington, one mistake when diving down on somebody, you're on the grass and then it's over for a few seconds.
Indeed it is. And well, now with the late change of no pit stop, there might be some strategy changes indeed. There might be people going full way, no changes, no nothing. Some might go into the pits and gamble for the better grip at the end, because this new update has brought in tire changes, tire physics changes, which makes it a bit easier to wear your tires. So what I mean by that, tires wear quite quickly.
Oh, there's yellow flag.
That is yellow flag. I think that is Dries Verhulst, who has gone off the track. Unlucky little trip for him. Gerrit Ploeg getting close to the back of Gatti Balázs, so they're not fighting for the same championship. So either Gatti Balázs will let him through, or Gerrit Ploeg will get past him pretty quickly. And in front of him also Vgtr Ramadan trying to get ahead of Ethan Reed, as Abe Santama says the quickest lap time of a race by about a 10th in front of Paul Lima. So he is now starting to speed up and yeah, try and get ahead of Paul Lima as much as he can. And well, now we've got a pretty nice battle here. I think that's nearly a 5-way battle for P9. Anthony Camacho, the man who has to defend from the 4 drivers behind him. He's got Ethan Reed closing the gap. Then he's got Vgtr Ramadan and Gatti Balázs. Gerrit Ploeg also trying to make a move on Gatti Balázs. So that is a separate battle in its own way.
Yeah, it's a big battle in the midfield for that P9 position. But there's 2 amps in there, which is I don't know if they're slower than the pros. I don't think they are. It should be very interesting for the AM championship, because Balázs is gonna try to somehow catch up to Reed and get that AM position.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, the pro guys have to fend them off.
Indeed, and those two, Gatti and hold on, I was just about to say about how Gatti and Ethan Reed are very close together in the championship. Gerrit Ploeg just now getting ahead of Gatti Balázs, so that is going to put Gatti at a very big disadvantage, as now there's 2 cars in between him and Ethan Reed. Vgtr Ramadan is trying to send every single attack as he can in order to get ahead of Ethan Reed, and I think this time it's going to be not done. It was very close as they were heading into the last couple of hairpins, and Gerrit Ploeg is now also going to be pressuring Vgtr Ramadan. Vgtr now alongside Ethan Reed as they're going to be heading into the first corner. Who's going to be ahead? I think
he's trying it around the outside.
And I think Ethan is actually letting him go.
Yeah. Ploeg as well. He's also going through, and now he's right in front of Balázs.
And Balázs is going to be enjoying this as Ethan doing a kind gesture for the pros, letting them go. And now Gatti round the outside, and well, that was a very nice move indeed. And up into P1 for
Ploeg is fighting with Vgtr, and he's through.
Yeah, we need to remember Ploeg actually started in P4. He's down 6 positions right now. So he's definitely got the pace in order to be up there with Matas and Jake Lewis. Anthony Camacho, also a great start for him. He was down in P19 at the start of the race. Now he's up in P9.
Ploeg is gonna try to catch him and get around him, but it's gonna take him a few corners at least. So Camacho can prepare a possible defense against the very, very quick Lamborghini.
And Zach Doran sets in the quickest lap time of the race. It's a 1:27.1, and Abe Santama starting to lose some pace. He's about 3/10 slower than Paulo Lima in that last lap. He's 4/10 slower than Zach Doran in that last lap. Zach Doran putting everything on the table to try and get ahead of these two drivers. But we saw in Zandvoort, I have to say it again, Zach Doran was probably the quickest out of the three, but was not able to do much and had to settle for P3 at the end of the day. So this time he's got more time. He's got a whole 48 minutes ahead of him. But what will that mean in terms of strategy for him?
Yeah, the leaders are getting very, very close to number 23. It's probably going to be like 2-3 more laps, and then they will have their... Or no, it's only one corner.
Yeah.
It's going to be very soon. It's going to be a blue flag, and it will be interesting to see how the leading pack will handle this, especially with the fight they're in. Alright, Ploic trying to get around Camacho, but has not done it yet. Camacho doing some very good defensive moves. Back at the double hairpin, and now at the last corner. But there's Ploic trying it around the outside for turn 1 probably. Let's see what Camacho can do here. It's, very, very tight. But oh, Ploic is gonna try it around the outside. Has he done it? Has he done it? No, he hasn't. Camacho is still side by side with him and has the inside line. Ploic is not happy with that. I bet he isn't. It's gonna try to sneak it around. Oh!
I think Camacho's off, yeah.
And that's Balash through as well. So it's another place for Ploic, who's probably trying to recover back to his original position. The question is, can he do it? It's gonna be tough, because there's about, what is it, 4 cars ahead of him.
Camacho again having some issues with that new Porsche. Britt Batiste, by the way, started from the pits, now he's up into P12. He was just fighting Ferdy Jerry and Dries Verhulst, as Dries Verhulst and Ferdy keep on fighting behind him, side by side, into the nice little chicane. Dries Verhulst trying to go around the outside, then down the inside. I think that's definitely going to be a track limit warning for him. Ferdy Jerry now is still ahead into the final couple of hairpins. And these two are friends, both American drivers, both in the 992. Britt Batiste ahead of Camacho, and though I fear there was some contact made between them.
Yep, but he's made it stick, and he's driving away with it now. From the pit lane up to P11 now, with Balash and P10.
Yeah, very good stuff. Ethan Reed trying to fight Patrick Slowick. Ethan Reed, by the way, we saw he was in 10th place just a couple of laps ago. Now he's in P16, though still in P2 in the AM split, so not much for him to worry about. Robert Bezin pretty far behind, and well, the rest are also running very far behind.
There's big gaps in this race, but there's also that big 5-way battle for I think that's still P10, P9, yeah, some place like that, and there's like 5 cars bunched up, and there's a lot of single cars, like single riders, with also the leading pack, of course, that's like 3 cars, and I think they have lapped Noah Ackerman, and Ape is still ahead.
And there we go. Didn't really do much. Yeah, there's Noah Ackerman, and just following the trio behind. And well, Abe that last lap set a quickest out of the trio. He was 27.5, which is a 10th quicker than Paulo and 2/10 quicker than Zach Doran. Seems like those guys are starting to slow down a bit. On the other side, Matas and Jake Lewis both. Oh no, it's just Matas. who's matching Paulo Lima's time and actually quicker than Zach Doran's time. So we'll see if that will develop, though now he's just about lost a 10th or a second.
He's probably gonna try everything he can to get somehow get his car into the podium battle, but it's gonna be tough since the top 3 are just insanely quick.
Yeah, the top 3 are indeed very, very quick. Pocholo Demano, yellow flag. What's happened to him? I don't really... Oh, there he is! I didn't even see him on the screen because he was off the track.
That's
a lot of damage. Yeah.
He's gonna have to pit for that.
100%. And we can actually have a look inside of his car. It doesn't look like it's affecting his steering, so it's not a suspension issue. Though still...
Yeah, it's still gonna be hard. Especially in corners. But it seems like he's handling it okay, but... he's probably gonna pit. And there is Bloik lapping Ralph van der Meer. Although Ralph van der Meer is not really... oh yeah, he's letting him through now, I think. Or is he? No, he isn't. But Bloik makes it stick anyway. Good stuff from Ralph van der Meer.
These guys, on the other hand, Paulo Lima now finally getting within even 2/10 of Abe Santama. Looks like Abe not having a great lap this time out, and well, Paulo Lima can now finally, possibly, try and send an attack through the final hairpin.
He's gonna suck himself up through the slipstream. Is he gonna try it?
Yes, and he's gonna go down the inside into the chicane. But I don't think that was ever gonna work. And now he's got a very hungry Zach Doran behind him, who might try and take it into the hairpins. No, I feel like he's gonna try and be very sensible and not do any stupid moves.
That was very close.
Yeah, Paulo Lima, though, finally seeing the first couple of glimpses of what the attacks might be. And last time out in Zandvoort, I have to repeat, Zach Doran and Abe Santama were getting very, very feisty and very, very messy with their attacks on each other. Zach Doran actually hitting Abe Santama in the hairpin and now making a massive mistake. So the trio they're definitely very, very brave when it comes to overtaking.
Yeah, but Paulo Lima decided it was not the smartest move to do and just backed out of it, and now has another 5/4 gap to Abe. But he's gonna try it again, I feel. It's a long race still, 40 minutes, and Donington Park has some good opportunities to somehow get it, even though it's very narrow and it's hard at times. But he's gonna have an opportunity, and that's I think that's somebody off there as well.
No, I think that's Harry Clayton off. Just saw him get a yellow flag. Gatti Balash now closing on to the back of Pocholo Demano. Pocholo Demano obviously having a lot of damage, so I don't think this is going to be a very hard overtake for Gatti Balash, which will promote him up into P10 in the overall race as well.
There's still a big fight going on for that P10 position, which Demano is still holding. Behind the Balash, there's in close proximity, of course, Ferdy Gary, and then there's also Slowick and Reed, who are gonna try to capitalize on any battles, on any moves that Balash might make on Demano. And it's getting very tight again, so we have this big battle, like right in the middle of the whole field, and we're gonna have to see what happens here, especially with the damage that Demano is carrying.
Indeed, Gatti Balash still. He was trying to make a move here last time. Now, can he try and maybe send it around the outside? No, but he's
very close.
Yeah, he's getting all in his mirrors, and now Ferdy Jerry might try and have a look round the outside. And yeah, there you saw Gatti Balash just flashing his lights at Pocholo Demano, telling him to get the hell out of his way. As both Ferdy Jerry and Patrick Slowick are now also getting close to the back of Gatti. and to the back of each other. And this is going to be a very epic battle indeed. Patrick Slowick, ooh, trying to get a better exit here than... Oh, what's happened?
Oh, that's Balash off.
No, I think that's Pacholo.
Is it Pacholo? No, that was Balash who was on the grass, I think. It's the Honda, yeah. But Pacholo is dropping down.
But they're going 3. They were nearly going 3 wide through a corner, which you definitely can't go 3 wide. As now Pacholo might try and make a move. So does Vgtr Ramadan on Patrick Slowick. And now... What's happened?
Ethan Reed is back behind Batty Galash. He might try to get that AM win now. But
they're making contact with Pacholo Tamano. And there's another contact there. Now Ethan Reed goes... Ethan Reed ahead of all of these guys as they continue to bash doors. What is going on?
Like bumper cars.
This is worse than bumper cars. Patrick Slowick and Pacholo Tamano. Oh, Pacholo! And no! What is he doing?
This is horrible.
This is...
And Balash down in P15. He was leading AM, now he's down to P15, and yeah, that was interesting to watch.
What is he doing? Pacholo Tamano single-handedly giving Ethan Reed that P1 spot. Gatti Balash back down into P15, and Anthony Camacho up into P13. As you said, he would be looking to gain those positions if Gatti and Pacholo got into a big fight, and well, he did. So did Ethan Reed, and yeah, I think it's going to be a long night for the stewards today, as Pacholo might be the topic of all the reports.
Yeah, that was not okay, but it might be control issues as well, since he has that damage. But he's still ahead of Camacho, Slowick and Balash, which is pretty amazing, seeing that he did all that stuff. Or didn't, depends what the stewards decide.
Indeed. I didn't really capture a lot of it, but it looked like Pacholo was a clear offender, as he just ran straight into the back.
In the end, it's up to the stewards, but it looked very, very shady. And oh my god, Demano completely off the track. 3 cars go through Balash, Slowick and Camacho.
And he goes into the pits.
Yep, he finally realized I can't keep going with this damage. So I think with that collisions there was a lot of damage stuff involved as well. And his car is probably wrecked now. And that's Harry Clayton off?
Yeah, that was Harry Clayton off as well. My camera is having a very hard time trying to follow where he is. Finally found out where he is. Patrick Slowick now also getting close to the back of Anthony Camacho. Patrick Slowick did lose 3 places. Paul Limmer into the pits now.
Oh, what did he do? Was there some collisions up the field? I don't think there was, but he probably had maybe fuel?
It's possibly fuel. It could be tires. But that is good news for Zach Doran. But it could spell bad news as well. If now Paula Limmer comes into the pits, both the leaders and P2 might be thinking that there's a big tire degradation issue, and might also come in and might be possibly beaten by the mega undercut of Paula Limmer. Who knows? We'll see if even Zach Doran and Abe Santo come into the pits. There's no way to be sure.
Yep, and there's another car getting lapped. That's a red car. I didn't see which car it was, but yeah, the leaders have lapped a few people already, and it's not even halfway through.
I think that might have been Benjamin Badalf that got lapped. The red Mercedes.
Oh yeah, that was a Mercedes. That was probably him.
Felix Palin getting close to the back of Robert Bezin. Felix Palin currently running 3rd to last in the pro split. And this won't really...
that's Clayton behind him again, who had some slight issues with grass. Zach Doran is trying everything to get close to Abe Santama, but there's a 1.5 second gap and but he still has the fastest lap of the race. Depends if he can keep that pace. Because currently his last lap was about 8. Oh, he was off the grass there. It's 8 tenths slower.
8 tenths? For me, it says only 1 tenth.
Oh, okay. For me, it says best 27.1 and last 27.9. So.
Oh, I thought you meant 8 tenths slower than Abe Santima. Yeah, in that case, yeah.
Yeah, then Abe Santima only 1 tenth. Yeah, but on his best lap.
Yeah.
But he's keeping up at least. And that's all he has got to do, because maybe there's gonna be some pit stops, but you never know. It's up to the drivers in the end. We don't have any teams in ACC, so I mean we do, but like no race engineers which call you into the pits. They have to decide themselves. Do I wanna go for some tires? Do I wanna go for more fuel? Do I wanna go for repairs? Yeah. And really depends if they wanted to go for it or not, because there's no pit window this race.
No pit window, no mandatory pit stop, no nothing at all.
Yep.
So we'll see. We'll see how that is. And there's Matas coming into the pits. Is there a drive-through? Yeah, Vgtr Ramadan drive-through for track limits.
Yep. So there's definitely a few people which are going to the pits, and I think a lot of people will try it, and they also will just do it because they're used to it from all the other races.
Yeah.
Depends how the grip advantage plays out if they switch tires. I think they will, because it does make sense.
Yeah, even since the last update, it makes a lot of sense to be switching tires with the whole new system. And Paul Lima, by the way, stuck behind Patrick Slowick, though Paul Lima is supposed to be ahead of him, and now Patrick Slowick giving him that position. Being very, very nice. Definitely did not have to do that at all. He could have kept him behind, but he knew that that was not his race to be fighting. And also Anthony Camacho letting Gatti Balash through, knowing that he is fighting for P1 in the AM split. On the topic of that, Ethan Reed 3 tenths off. Vgtr Ramadan, Gatti Balash and Anthony Camacho coming together, but I don't think that was anything too serious.
Let's see if Vgtr is gonna surface drive-through, because he didn't do it on the first lap of the drive-through. Hopefully he doesn't forget it or hasn't seen it, because that would be not optimal, to say the least. And even Reed would very much like that position, because it puts... No, it doesn't put a car behind another car between him and Balash, but I guess he would like it nonetheless.
Indeed.
Because it means even if Paul Lima passes him, he would still be in the position he's in right now, which is P10, and P10 is top 10, and top 10 is always nice.
Damn, Matas writing during the race saying, schedule said mandatory pit. Wow. You know how it is.
Yeah. And there is Gary Ramadan serving his penalty, with Paul Lima closing up
to Ethan Reed. Now it is the choice of Ethan Reed here, if he wants to let Paul Lima by, or if he wants to fight him for position. Not sure why they would be fighting for position, but it is his choice, and he is letting him through indeed.
Drive-through cleared for Gary Ramadan.
Yep.
And we're approaching the halfway mark. Only 40 seconds left until 30 minutes have passed.
And Seared Ploeg, by the way, being very quietly moving up the grid now. He's fighting Alexander Gray for 5th place to get back up to his starting position. It was very close. Now he's just starting to fall back a little bit.
He's been doing a mega comeback this race. He came all the way from a lower midfield position and is going up to P5 soon, if he goes around the Wild Things car. It has fallen pretty quiet on the track. There's the big group we had for P10. Oh, Ploic off the track. That we had for P10 is gone. There is very little fighting action going on, except Ploic trying to close up to Grey, and there's also number 30 battling with another number that I cannot identify with the map. 1 second.
Zach Doran coming into the pits, by the way, P2. So we'll see what that means for the leader as well. Will Abe Santoma come into the pits? Has he fueled enough till the end, or is he gonna decide to pit in the middle of this race? Also, Jake Lewis coming into the pits, and that's promoting Tom Bartels up into P2.
Tom Bartels is driving a very calm race. He has not been caught up into much. Very collected.
No, there is no mandatory pit stop. At least set by the game. We're not gonna mandatory. We're not gonna make it mandatory either.
Yep. So it's the battle. Like, it's not really a battle, but the close pack I was talking about. There was Patrick Slowick and Ethan Reed is trying to catch him, but Patrick Slowick is going way too quick for him at the moment.
Yeah, and Gatti Balash going also very slow compared to Ethan Reed. His last time was about a second off Ethan Reed's time. And Abe Santoma now. Oh, there we go. Again. Well, this time probably for fuel and tires.
I think few people will pit nonetheless if there is a mandatory one or not.
Yeah, I think a lot will pit. Though now Abe has a massive 30-second gap to Tom Bartels. And Paula Limmer, he was running in P3, just behind Zach Doran. He was actually running in front of Zach Doran. Now running behind him and about 5 positions. So he got caught up in a lot of traffic, and now he's having to pay the consequences. So unlucky stuff for him. And yeah, no one else really getting too close to each other. Alexander Gray is kinda under attack from Tjeerd Ploeg, but also not too much.
Yeah, I think most battles at the moment are just people trying to catch up to then attempt an overtake, but currently there is only like a few cars which are somewhat close to each other. There is one. Matash, number 10, is attacking Britt Batiste in the number 34 Porsche.
Indeed.
That would be interesting to watch, since both are pretty quick.
You know, pretty equal on pace, both in the newer cars. Matas,
And
though, I
there
feel
goes
like
Matas.
he gained a lot of time by cutting that chicane.
Oh,
And now
but
he's going to
Matas
get
has a
ahead of him.
drive-through.
Did he
Matas
get
has
a
a
drive?
drive-through.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because he cut that chicane a lot.
He's gonna be very angry about that, and Britt Batiste is gonna be very happy because now he does not have to worry about him anymore. Oh,
And
that was a
ooh.
little bump. Is he serving it? Yep, he's immediately serving it.
Noah Ackerman, yellow flag, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that was a very weird spin. But he's able to just about recover it now, and he's dropped, I think that was 1 position maybe to Pacholo Domano, so...
I mean, he
Not
had
terrible.
to pit for damage in the beginning, so it's not too bad for him. He's having a pretty good recovery drive so far, so that's a minor issue for him.
Zach Doran for now not really showing that there is much point in changing tires, though I don't think he did, because that was only a 23-second pit stop, and there is a 30-second pit stop for changing tires. Probably just switched on to more fuel. Jared Plowick finally now getting closer to the back of Alexander Gray as well for P4 now.
There's no Ackerman in front of them, probably getting blue flagged now.
And hopefully this doesn't intervene in their battle too much.
Going a bit slow out of that corner it seems, but it's still gonna take them a few corners to catch up to him and for him to influence this battle. But Plowick is getting very, very close to Gray. It's gonna be any moment he's gonna try to make a move. He's gotta close a bit more of that gap though. Was a bit of gravel there for the Wild Things car. I think that was.
Maybe just kind of clipping the outside. Now it's here at Plowick getting super close in the slipstream. And that Lamborghini not having the greatest top speed compared to all the other cars in the newer updates. So he won't be able to benefit from that too much. And I don't think he's going to be sending a overtake attempt here. Unless our Ackerman gets in the way.
Yep, he is here now. Only a few tenths of a gap to Alexander Gray. And I think it's gonna be a move attempt here. Oh, and Ackerman is off onto the grass.
Okay, that's pretty smart for him to be letting these two go. And now they're... yeah, now they're really, really gonna be fighting. And can you go to the AMS? Well, I'm not sure there's too much of a battle going on right now. Except Ethan Reed just getting past Anthony Camacho now. Robert Besson, by the way, he's in second now. Ahead of Gatti Balash, who's in the pits.
He's looking down the inside on the double hairpin. The square hairpin, however you call it. And he's getting very close to Reed, it seems. Although now Camacho is between them. And yeah, not too close anymore. But yeah, Gatti Balash, did he pit?
I think he did indeed, and yeah, that is one pit for him. And he's down all the way into 24th place. Paula Lima now getting close to the back of Britt Batiste. Jared Plowick also 2/10 off Alexander Gray as he was last time out. And all bouncing all over that curb.
But he's super close.
And Alexander Gray having to defend the inside, which has given him a very bad exit. And now Jared Plowick has got the very good run down towards the last corner. And is he going to be able to make a move round the outside? I don't think he will.
Will he go for the switchback?
He's going to have a very good exit now. And maybe he's going to have the run towards the first corner. Jared Plowick only 2/10 off, and Paula Lima also getting ahead of Britt Batiste. This is going to be a very epic comeback for him in the last 20 minutes of the race. Jared Plowick nearly going side by side. And
there's two drive-throughs, one for number 23, Noah Ackerman, and one for number 7, that's Anthony Camacho.
And that is not great news for them, as these two are nearly colliding. Britt Batiste and Paula Lima also colliding. Fighting for P6, and Pollock is indeed through.
He was very patient with that move. That took him a few laps, but he made it stick now. And now he just got to defend from any fightbacks that Gray might attempt.
No, we'll see, because Alexander Gray was matching Jared Plowick's times, but towards the end of his laps, he started to fall back just a couple of tenths per lap. And I think that is happening here too. He's starting to fall back quite a bit. And Jared Plowick can now continue his hunt and maybe even get Zach Doran towards the end of the race. Abe Santama, I feel like there is no pitting for him this time out, as he's trying to...
He has lapped Ethan Reed.
Yeah, just about to say that. Jake Lewis also now going to be trying to get ahead of Anthony Camacho, but He doesn't really need to do that at all because Anthony Camacho has that dreaded drive-through for track limit exceeding track limits. And he does it again.
My internet has had a few problems.
Interesting.
It still has.
Well, Jake Lewis ahead of Anthony Camacho. That was going to be a pretty easy move for him. Now Paula Lima chasing down Britt Batiste through the twisty corners. And where is Britt Batiste? Where's Paula Lima? Why is Paula Lima so far behind?
My internet just had a tiny off, so I was a bit out, but I'm back now.
And Paul Lima is ahead of Britt Batiste yet again. So good stuff for him. There you go, penalty for number 7 has been cleared now.
Yep, and Tom Bartels might sneak a podium here because he is not pitting, it seems. And the only one who is really in his reach are Tier Blowick and Zach Doran.
And Zach Doran definitely will be hoping to catch the back of Tom Bartels in the next couple of laps because he's gaining about 2 seconds on him per lap.
Yep, that's the fresh tires and probably the general advantage he has strategically. So he won't lose any positions. He actually gained on Paul Lima.
He did. And there is the penalty for number 23 also now being cleared. That was Noah Ackerman. Jake Lewis getting past Ethan Reed. And then Britt Batiste, that was nearly a yellow flag for him just a couple of corners ago. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how quick Zach Doran can chase the back of Tom Bartels.
He's getting very close, and I think he is about, what is that, 1/10, 2/10 up on his best lap? Maybe it's just his best lap after the pit stop.
I think that is the lap after his pit stop. So, it'll be a 28, I think.
Yep,
yeah, it is a 28
too.
Which is a second quicker than Tom.
He will catch him probably at the end of next lap.
Yeah.
Or not next lap, this lap. And in the middle of next lap he's gonna catch him and probably try a move. Yep, Abe Santama is not gonna pit, I am pretty sure. He's leading confidently. Not really anything behind him. It's like a 1 lap gap.
Zach Doran, Vin Bankenberg, your prediction about Zach Doran was completely correct, as now he's caught him heading into the next lap. And he's going to be hoping to dispatch pretty quickly of Tom Bartels and return to his position before the pit. And maybe then Tom Bartels might consider pitting for more fuel. Though, I'm not sure. Because most cars can just barely run 1 hour on full tank. And I fear that Abe Santama might have been very, very slow at the start if he was running full tank. So I think he's running until the last 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Then we'll pit and we'll see where he comes out. Though he might just go until the end of the race. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't see his fuel, so it's totally up to the guesses. And yeah, actually I think Zach Doran has gained a place through his strategy because Paul Lima was in P2 for the whole time, so he's currently on his old position, and he might just, if he gets around Bartels, he will have gained the position, and I think he's going to be happy with that.
I think indeed he's going to be very happy. Paul Lima, though, will be left feeling robbed. As he is just... Well, he is running 28.0s, which is a second quicker than Abe. And actually, Abe running pretty slow lap times recently. He's done a 29.0, which is 1.3 seconds slower than his fastest lap time. Zach Doran now going to be trying to make a move on Tom Bartels pretty instantly, and oh, even a bit of door banging there, but with the new physics, that is pretty much allowed, as no cars will be punished in terms of flying off to the Shadow Realm, and Tom Bartels, Tom Bartels now having to settle for 3rd place, though he might feel like that was a bit too dirty, and Zach Doran might get slapped with a cool 20-second penalty, though that will be for the stewards to decide.
Yep, just a heads up, Abe Santama is running his car in map 8. I don't know what the Porsche maps are, but
that is the normal map.
Okay. Yep, so it was just a bit of a professional issue there. I thought it was a higher map, but yep, then it's just normal. It would have been interesting if he was running fuel-saving maps, but nope, he's running the regular one.
Yeah. Will this man pit? Will this man pit?
I mean, if he does, I think he might get massively undercut.
Yeah, he might. Though last time, his last lap 28.3. Anybody matching that at all? Jake Lewis doing 28.0. He's in P10. Zach Doran did a 28.9, which is 6/10 slower than Abe Santama, so unless he runs out of fuel, I don't think he's going to be pitting at all.
Yeah, I think he's got this almost fully in the bag.
He might splash and dash. No, I don't think he... I don't think so. I don't really think so at all.
There's a yellow flag. Number 995.
Yeah, that is Harry Clayton off again.
He's having a very tough race with a lot of mistakes, but I guess it's part of the process. You learn from these mistakes.
Indeed.
And you will probably come back stronger next time. Also, Gatti Balash is down in P19. He was contending for the victory, but after his pit stop, he's dropped down massively. Behind Ralph Vandermeer and... I can't read that name.
Benjamin Bedalf.
Bedalf, yeah. I was just too stupid to read that out. But yeah. The M class is pretty far down the grid. Only one are Robert Besant and Ethan Reed.
Indeed, and Jake Lewis. Oh, no, actually, Pacholo and Felix fighting for position, trading positions, colliding, it looks like, as well. But Felix Pateland was ahead. Now he's no longer ahead, and now he's going to be trying to go side by side. Well, he's swerving left, right over here as he's trying to go round the outside of turn 1. They get very, very close. Felix Pateland now just in 15th place. Pacholo Demano leaving the door wide open for Felix Pateland, now closing it shut in his face. And Felix Pateland, well, he'll be hoping to gain that position back from Pacholo, as he's going to do now around the outside. And is he going to make it stick? Yes, he does. Up into 14th place ahead of Pacholo Demano. Very good stuff.
Yeah, that was a very, very calm move as well. He just waited for an opportunity and just made it stick. I was just gonna hope that he does not get caught out by the Ferrari behind at any point, but it seems like he's much quicker anyway.
Exactly.
Oh, that's Blake on the back of, is that Bartels? One second. Oh, and we have Bedolf is pitting. Probably running out of fuel then.
Well, there we go. Some people towards the end of the race will be pitting, as Tjeerd Ploeg is just now starting to catch Tom Bartels, and well, I fear that Tom is going to be out of podium contentions pretty quickly here.
But what a comeback from Ploeg. Wasn't he like down in the midfield at the beginning of the race, and now he's back onto the podium positions.
Indeed, good stuff by Tjeerd Ploeg. Now he just has to really solidify that comeback and get that third place from Tom Bartels.
I think it would be the first time this race he's in a podium position, because for the first few laps it was just the trio of Abe Santema, Paulo Lima and Zach Doran, and Ploeg was just down the grid somewhere. Oh, my internet is gone again.
Nice.
Oh, my internet is back.
Jake Lewis now making the move on Matas. Now Matas, ooh, just clipping his rear, I think that's rear left tire. And Jake Lewis for now ahead of Matas. Yeah, Matas utilizing everything he can. He is running the rain light. He's running the full high beams. And it doesn't look like it's helping him too much at all, as Jake Lewis is up into P9. And Tjeerd Ploeg continues his hunt, or his... it's not really a hunt anymore, he's just continuing the... Oh, well, as I say that, Tom Bartels going off the track, and that is a very easy position for Tjeerd Ploeg. Up into the podium positions for the first time in Vgtr... yeah, in Vgtr Season 8.
Yep. And I don't think we will see many more people pit, except people who are just running out of fuel, which will be painful for them. But yeah, it's just interesting with the strategies this time, because there was no mandatory pit stop.
Yeah.
Wait a moment, is that... Yeah, Ploeg is gaining on Zach Doran, I think, or is at least getting close to him.
He is getting... I'm not sure he's getting too close, though we'll see this lap.
Yep, it's only 6 minutes left, so...
Well, Zach Doran a 128.5, yeah, Tjeerd Ploeg 28.4. I'm not sure there'll be too much that he can do.
Yeah, but I mean, he will take the podium, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, indeed. Paulo Lima last time won the Zandvoort race. This time gonna come back with a third place finish. So, very good stuff.
Oh, and number 7, that's Camacho is in the pits.
Yeah, I saw that he had...
Oh.
I think he collided with someone, so...
It's gone again.
Interesting. I saw that he collided with someone, so he's possibly just going to fix the damage and maybe retire the car, who knows.
Yep.
No, hopefully not.
And my internet is dying again.
Damn.
Somebody's... No, what the... Yeah, my... it's the server. Because my internet was off, my... like my PC was not on the internet. The guys were flying all the way around.
Nice.
Yeah, and ACC is having throwing a fit because of the internet and does not want me to connect to any servers.
Nice.
It just says disconnected. Well,
you could just, I guess, look at the stream.
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot as well, so just gotta do that instead. It's only like 5 more minutes, so
Yeah.
nothing to worry about here.
Nothing to worry about at all. People not really too close to each other anymore. Abe Santama down. He will ever come back to the pits. He was even running 27.9 that last lap.
This guy is insane.
No stopping him.
He just doesn't. He just doesn't slow down.
Nope.
There's no way to slow him down. He's always quick.
Tiered Chloe gaining about 3/10 on Zach Doran that last lap, but again, with 4 minutes to go, he won't be able to do much. When is season 9? So 2 weeks is, I'd say like 3 weeks when the sign-ups will be open. Yeah, I'd say like 3 weeks, 4 weeks tops. Season 9 sign-ups will be open. So if you want to join, just be sure to join the Discord as well, and wait for the announcements. Look out for them. Hoping that Vin Falkenberg also joins the season 9, unless he wants to join me in the commentating booth. Obviously, you can do that if you want. That's the last 3 minutes now. Tick by, and we'll see. Maybe Paulo Lima can get another position to get ahead of Alexander Gray, as now they're getting very, very close to each other. AO Ploeg P3, yeah, well done to him indeed. That was a very good comeback.
Yep, so my internet was gone again for a few seconds.
Nice.
Completely. I gotta restart my router after this. But yeah, I'm back now. It's only like 2 minutes left, and
Paulo Lima now gonna try and go for a move, though he didn't. And he's just trying to recover this race. He is really just trying to recover whatever scraps he has. At least getting a P5 will be pretty good for him. He's just 2 minutes left. I feel like there's about 2, maybe 3 laps tops. And so he has to get a very good move on. Sada was not able to race the whole season, especially after the first round. It was a very good race. Yeah. Nürburgring was a super race. Super race.
I remember that race. I committed terrorism.
Wow. You did? Yeah.
I got like, what was that, a 30-second time penalty, 50-second? I don't even remember.
Yeah, 40-second for that lap 1 incident where...
It was stupid, to be honest. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just driving. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go for that gap. And then the Ferrari was there. And I hit the Ferrari.
Nah. It happens to the best of us. I mean, in, I think, season 3, I was like running 6th or 5th or something in the Bathurst race. In the first lap, into the second corner, I clipped a Ferrari, and then that caused a massive pile-up behind me. Like, I say like 12 cars minimum pile-up. So, yeah, I think when you say that you committed terrorism on the Nürburgring race, compared to me, I feel like that was just accidental murder. So, no.
Yeah, I mean, I was reported for a second thing. That was when I collided with the Honda of Senna, but I don't think I got anything from that. I think it was a racing incident.
I think
like
so
it was
too.
themed one.
As the final lap rolls around and Paulo Lemona has to throw everything at Alexander Gray, which he does into the first corner. And he's not really able to make that move stick. Alexander Gray, though, going off the track. And now Paulo Lema has a great run towards the next couple of corners. And he's up into P5.
Good work, that.
And Abe Santama wins the race. While these guys continue fighting, though I don't think Alexander Gray has much in the bag in order to get back at him. So Zach Doran will be taking P2, and Serge Ploeg maybe for the first time in this league, taking 3rd place.
After a mega comeback, I think he's gonna be my driver of the day for today.
Oh, indeed. That was a very good comeback from him, indeed. One time he was, I think, stuck in like P14 or something. Just able to make those moves up and up and up. And yeah, very good race by him, indeed.
He got close to Zach Doran, but I don't think he's gonna make any moves anymore.
No. He
Yep,
was
that's
1.3. Only 1.3 seconds off Zach Doran.
good work though from him.
Good work indeed. And the winner for the AM split, Ethan Reed. He'll be pretty pleased with that race indeed. So will Robert Besant, taking P2. And Ralph Vandermeer, even though he started from pole position, he is in P3 for the AM split.
Yep, that's a good race done.
Yeah, that's round 4 done for the season 8 of the sprint series. And tomorrow there might be an endurance race. There might not be. We'll see if Kunos decides to fix their issues. But nevertheless, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Vin Falkenberg for joining me today for this race. Hopefully we get to hear a bit more from you.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And see you all next time. Adios.